I've known Greg for the last 3 years. We came across together during the buyout, but we're not exactly close friends or anything.
Oh, he joined the firm about 6 months ago. I thought he was a good boss. At first.
Greg's the best. These past 6 months working for him, I've never been happier. I couldn't ask for anything more in a team leader.
He can be pretty ruthless at times, but he's a good boss. Our team does well.
Greg is hilarious, one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Pretty serious. He can't laugh at himself.
Super successful, knows his staff. We wouldn't have these clients if he wasn't running the show.
It was a Friday and we were finalising a pitch for a proposal on Monday. Elliot arrives late, would have been about 20 minutes late. Greg was really pissed off. He hates people being late.
So Greg says, "How did you miss this?" Elliot was flustered, didn't know what to say, makes some excuses. Greg cuts him off and says, "Not good enough, mate."
But it wasn't only about lateness for the meeting. Elliot was in charge of the budget, but Greg had clearly checked the numbers and Elliot had messed up. Greg confronted him. It got really nasty.
He stood up, he put his hands on the desk like this and said, "You better fix this or you're dead, mate."
Elliot just kind of apologised, so Greg says to him, "You better fix this, otherwise we're dead, mate."
Then Greg says, "You better fix this or you're dead, mate."
Are you sure that's what he said?
He definitely said, "You're dead, mate."
Nah. He said, "You better fix this, otherwise we're dead, mate." That's Greg. He tells it like it is.
So when was the last time you saw Elliot?
Would have been Monday afternoon when Greg and Elliot came back after the pitch meeting.
How were they behaving?
Well, it clearly didn't go well.
What made you think that?
Well, there was no excitement, no handshakes or high fives, which is usually what happens when someone wins a bid, but Greg did not look happy.
Greg was angry, Elliot was angry. We're all angry.
Elliot was really upset, depressed even. I was worried about him. But Greg, he was seriously angry.
We headed out at the same time together. We didn't speak. I thought he was heading out to lunch. That was the last time I saw him.
So the next day when Elliot didn't turn up, was this unusual?
Yeah, a bit. But if I'd stuffed up a client like that, I wouldn't dare show my face around the office for a day, maybe 2. Elliot. Well, maybe he couldn't handle the pressure. The last couple of weeks, he seemed like he'd taken his eye off the ball a little bit. So something was clearly wrong with him before the pitch.
So the next day we had a team meeting to discuss another client pitch. Everyone was there, but not Elliot.
So what was Greg like at the meeting?
His typical self. Oh, sorry, can I say that?
It was fine. To the point, direct. Look, some people want hugs and pats on the back and all that lovey-dovey bullshit, but Greg doesn't have time for that. Our team has a multi-million-dollar portfolio, and it's his ass on the line.
The meeting was fine. Greg was a little, distant, and he usually bounces back pretty quickly. I guess looking back on it, something else must have happened.
I know what it is that you're asking, and the answer is no. Greg had nothing to do with Elliot's death.
Look, his career's everything to him. It's his identity. So losing one of our major clients shatters his professional reputation. It's a massive blow to his ego. And Greg has a temper. Given those circumstances, I wouldn't put anything beyond him.
In our business, you have to be a little cold and detached. And like I said, even ruthless. But that doesn't make him a... Jesus, I can't even say it. But if you're asking me if Elliot didn't commit suicide, then I guess it's possible that Greg might somehow be involved. I mean, how well do you really know the people you work with?
So what do you think?
I don't know. Someone isn't telling the truth.
Nah, they're all telling the truth.